Hey guys, this is Paranoid from server 802, and I wanted to give you a short video on how to defend your own server during server vs server war and how to ghost your own troops. The main key point from this server is that you should never get hit and lose points by defending your city during server vs server war under any circumstance. The only position that you should actually be getting attacked is if your size is like 1 billion or 700 million and you can't ghost all your troops and you're confident that you can defend an attack. But usually it's very hard to defend in this game, and if someone attacks you, there's a good chance he's going to zero you. So you don't want to be in a situation where you can get hit and lose your troops. And just as an example, I'll show you an attack I made this last server war. So I'm 166 million power, and I hit someone who's 475 power, and I killed all his defenses, basically the troops he had at home, which is 140 million power, and I only lost like 5 million power. So it's really hard to defend, and you don't know. Someone can always try to counter your defense. If you're defending with range, someone might come with ground. It's not a good idea to defend even if you're pretty big. You want to ghost all your troops. So basically everyone on our server is going to want to ghost their troops. So let's see the entire process of locating an enemy and attacking him. We go to server center, server war, ranking of enemy server, alliance power ranking. We choose one of the alliances we want to search the players, view their members, and here you're just going to go over the list of members until you find a player with golden swords near his name. Right now we're not in server war, so they're all going to be regular, but during server war you're going to find one of their guys, one of their stronger guys probably in our server. So we just press his name, details, and locate his coordinates. And as soon as you confirm, you're gonna see where he is on our server. So let's say you located someone you wanted to attack, and it sent you, let's say it sent you here. Let's say this guy is the guy we want to attack. So we're gonna bookmark him first of all as an enemy. The next thing we want to do is ghost our troops. I'll show you like we are bubbled right now. So I'm going to apply the bubble. So let's assume this is server war right now. I'm bubbled and safe. I want to attack someone, but I don't want to leave myself open to attack. So first of all, I'm going to apply my March size buff. You don't have to. I just have a large army, and I want to attack with a large army. So I usually use the March size capacity buff. If you're small and you don't need it, then you don't have to use it. So I'll use mine just for showing this. I used it, and I'm gonna go to a monster I have saved. And now I want to ghost my troops. So I do attack, alliance war, 60 minutes. And the first army I'm gonna send, the very first army, is the army I'm gonna attack with. So I have a March preset with my ranged general and the preset of the army that I'm attacking with, which includes mostly ranged and then about 500 or 100 of every other troop, and then mostly ranged again, and so on. So this is the first army I'm gonna rally, and then I'm just gonna rally the monster with whatever I have left. So 60 minutes, and this isn't with a preset or anything. I'm just gonna dump the rest of my army to rally this monster. And this is probably going to be my last rally. I don't have any more troops left. So I have 3 rallies going, and only one is my army. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to send the main army back, my attacking army back. I'm going to recall it. So right now, if you've been following, the only army I have at home is my Electra General with the March preset of the army that I'm going to attack with. So right now I want to attack the enemy player. I go and apply the buffs I want to have. So I go to city buff and I apply my buffs. I go down here and the troops HP, I already have it on, but I'll use it again just to show you. Use, confirm. And I would do the same for my attack, my march size, and so on. You get all the buffs you want and then you're ready to attack. Another thing I suggest to do before you send out your attack, just make sure your monarch gear is on correctly. If you want to change it to ranged or mounted, so I'm sending a ranged, I make sure I have the ranged gear on. And talent tree, if you have 2 talent trees, you want to make sure you have the right one selected for PvP. So you have all the settings ready. You go to the enemy you bookmarked, you're ready to attack, and if he moved, you can attack him again. You can locate him again and attack him again. It doesn't matter because all your army is ghosted except the ones you're attacking. So I'm ready to attack. I press attack. I'm still ghosted at this point. I'm still bubbled at this point, so he can't attack me. And this is my march preset. It's ready to go. I march, and as soon as I confirm, I'm going to drop the bubble. That's it. My army is marching towards him. Generally, I would speed this up to attack him within 1 minute. But just so you can see, if I go home right now, I don't have any army at home. All my troops are out. So even if I get attacked, I'm not going to lose anything. The things I can lose if I get attacked in the same time that I'm attacking someone. So I can lose my wall general right here. If I have Shajar, then she'll probably end up dead if I get attacked. And I can lose my subsidy generals. And it's not nice to lose 8 or 9 subsidy generals. So if you select these options, all your subsidy generals are going to fight when you get attacked and they're all going to die. So you want to make sure you unselect both these options before you go to battle. So that's another thing you have to check. Besides the monarch gear and the PvP gear and the talent tree, you want to make sure your subsidies are unlinked because you're never really going to be defending in this game at your level. If you reach 5 billion or 4 billion, then it's okay, you can defend. But usually you're not going to be defending, so just unselect both these options. So another thing I can lose is resources. Just keep it in mind. Try not to have too many resources when you go out for attack. But let's say someone right now sees that I dropped my bubble and he decides to attack me and I'm under attack, and it's not fun to get attacked, but it doesn't really matter because even if he hits you, even if it times it right, you're not going to have any troops at home. He might take a few resources, he might kill your wall general, but he's not going to kill anything, and you're not going to give him any points, which is the important part. So let's say we sped up all the way to our target and we hit him. Right now, we can't bubble. We can't bubble yet because our attack is still on the way. We can't use the attack yet, but let's say I've hit my target and then my troops are coming back. So as soon as my troops are coming back, I can bubble. And I'm not in a rush to even bubble because my troops are only going to be back in 2 minutes. So he can hit me 10 times and it's not going to matter. So as soon as I want, before my troops get back, I need to use the truce agreement and truce up before I go back. So the only danger is if I decide to speed my troops back up and I get hit before I bubble and before my troops get back. So sorry, I kind of messed up the wording. Just bubble before your troops return home, basically. That's the important part. City buff, and I go to truce agreement and I buff up, and that's it. He can't hit anything, and my castle was empty from the moment I dropped my bubble and until the moment my army returned. My castle was empty, and then I had bubble. So this is what you want to do when you're in server war. there's no reason any enemy should even kill one soldier in your home base. Just ghost your troops and be safe. And we can ignore this because we're bubbled and he can't hit us. And I can recall my troops. I can also leave them out and try to rally someone again, attack a different target, drop the bubble, attack a different target, and rinse and repeat. And if you're feeling brave and you want to attack right away, it's dangerous. But if you're feeling brave, you don't necessarily have to bubble up again. You can attack, speed your army back home, and then attack again. But I'm warning you that someone, even me, I usually try to attack people at the same second that their army returns. So someone can try to snipe you. The safest way is to bubble again. And I hope that covers everything. As far as defending on your own server, the concept of doing it on an enemy server is pretty much similar, except that you can't bubble when your army returns. So you're going to have to rally your army like you did here, and then when your army returns, you're going to want to ghost it again really quick on a boss monster before an enemy can attack you. So I would rush my army back home and then I would ghost it really quick like this. But it depends on timing. Someone is going to try to snipe you and they might succeed. I think that's it for this video.